Hi, my name is Jason. I lived in Akron all of my life, and I pretty much like Akron, and Akron's like a home to me, okay? And I've lived here pretty much since I was born. And what I like about Akron is there's a lot of things out there that I like to see. I like to see better jobs, better education. People would get back in school, help the community out, and there would be a lot of workers getting back to jobs and stuff. And there's a lot of things that I don't like about Akron. Like there's a lot of shootings, a lot of killings, and a lot of robberies and stuff, and that's not the kind of things that Akron should have or anything. It should be a good community, clean up the community to make it a better place for people, where there will not be no homeless people, that there could be people living in Akron and having good jobs. Their mortgage won't be going down. There would be good people in the state of Ohio doing good things instead of bad things, which is I just think that Akron should be just a place where people should just get together and help people out, like help people look for jobs and better educations, get new schools going. That Christmas is almost coming, and people just don't realize what Christmas is all about. And it's about giving, and it's about sharing, and it's about presents, and it's about the Lord, that He died for us. And but there's a lot of people out there that don't have jobs, don't have Christmas. But I really, in my heart, deep down in my heart, I think there's a lot of people that should have Christmas and should have presents, but some things that they want, they can't get because it's too expensive out there. But if the jobs could reach up and touch other people with their heart and their soul, maybe they can make a difference in their lives of changing their ways and changing their hearts and souls, and make it a better community, and that they can just reach out and touch people's and bring them in instead of leaving them out in the cold, because out there it's not good to be outside in the cold, because you cannot survive out there in the cold. You really can't. So I'm just speaking from my heart. I'm speaking from my mind, that the Lord's put this on my heart, and I think it's right for people to look for jobs and better educations, and get good grades on their diplomas and stuff. So I think it's a good thing that the president should be doing is bringing back people for jobs. That's what I think the president should be doing, because there's a lot of jobs out there that people can't find. I don't know why, but when President Bush was the president, I think he messed everything up. So he should not be the president. But since Obama's in the president now, so he's got to fix everything. And our soldiers are over there fighting for our country. That's what's good. But he should bring our soldiers back from Iraq and bring them back for Christmas, because since they're over there, how are they going to be spending Christmas time with their family? They can't, but they can write them, they can talk to them, or anything like that. So that's what I think about in my heart and stuff. So
one of the things you touched on, Jason, was education. Paul, feel free to jump in. But when we talk about education, are we talking how are we going to change, whether it's a K through 12 system or adults workforce training, so we can train people to do different jobs that are available that they can't get because they don't have the necessary skills for those jobs. So let's talk about education for a minute.
Education, I think, that's what we need. Education, higher education, even as far as like myself, I had thoughts of, going to Akron University here. So, I don't really know the steps, what I need to do to get there, but I mean, I'm a lady at my church, Tanya Lundy. She works at the university, and she mentioned that there's many programs that I can get into that she can she's checking up on them right now for me. So as far as education, I think that's very important for everybody. Children, I even look at as far as the education, as far as training up a child in the way that he should go, because that's, you look at the childhood, and then you think why people start killing and killings later and all this, chaos going in the world. I mean, you rear them up. It's how you rear your kids up, education, it's just the structure of the home life itself. We need that, And I believe it's changing. The world is changing. Everything's just coming. It's changing a little bit. I mean, even in Akron, as far as they used to be downtown with the metro, and everything was taking place on the streets, drugs and everything. I mean, they got this nice building, this nice place, and everything's getting better. Security, and so it's just a matter of time and prayer. Everything will work out.
The one thing I would like for people to change is there won't be no killing, no shooting, or no robbery no more. I wish there would be good peace in people's hearts, that they would look to their lives and look to their minds and heart of realize, what do they really want of their life? What do they really want in this community? Do they want to help people, or do they just want to fall in a big hole where they can't get out, or could they just go and get help where they can get better education? Like he said, the University of Akron, there's a lot of schools out there for kids. They can get into schools, they can get their diploma, they can graduate, they can make something of themselves other than stealing or robbing somebody. They can do a lot more things than doing that. They can prove to themselves, saying, well, I'm going to do this for myself. I want to be a good father to my son. I'm going to raise him up. I don't want him to go through what I went through. He wants to be a good son to his dad. So that's the reason why I think that since I live in Akron, I don't like a lot of things in Akron that I've seen before, but in Akron, I want things to change from the good, from the bad. I want all the bad stuff out of Akron and all the good stuff to happen in Akron, because I see a lot of people in the world just going on about the business, just talking about this, talking about, well, I'm going to do this to that person. That don't mean nothing to me. What I want is, I want people to realize, what can they do out in the community? Can they go and get jobs? Yes. Can they go and find jobs? Yeah, a little bit, because it's kind of hard to find jobs out there. But you gotta look inside your heart, or look in your mind, of figuring out what you want to do with your life. You wake up every morning, you breathe, you got lungs, you thank God that you're still alive, but when you get up, what do you really want to do when you get up? What's the first thing that pops in your mind? What do you want to do? You don't know, because you want to do the same thing over and over and over again when you wake up. But if you wake up, you can have something different, and you just walk outside and, like, you can breathe that fresh air. You can look at the heavens and you can say, hey, I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. I still got lungs in my body. I want to do something with my life. Well, get up and do something. That's what you should do. You don't just sit down and just think to yourself, well, I can't do this or I can't do that. Yeah, you can. You can do anything that you put your mind to. You want to get a job, go out there and get a job. If you want to finish school, finish school. If you want to get a diploma, go get a diploma. You want to prove to yourself, you don't have to prove to nobody else, prove to yourself that you can do it because you're smart enough to do it. Don't let nobody else tell you that you can't do it, because you can.